China's PL-15 is unleashed by Pakistan's J-10C in a record-breaking kill after the Rafale was shot down at 182 kilometers. According to sources cited by a Pakistani defense journalist, a Pakistan Air Force, PAF J-10C used the Chinese-made PL-15 Beyond Visual Range, BVR, air-to-air missile to shoot down an Indian Air Force Rafale from an astounding 182 kilometers away in what is being hailed as a turning point in modern aerial warfare. The BVR shot has generated a lot of attention in military and strategic circles and, if confirmed, would create a new world record for the farthest air-to-air missile kill in aerospace history. According to earlier accounts, a Russian Su-35S fighter jet used the long-range R-37M air-to-air missile, which is thought to have a maximum engagement range of up to 400 kilometers, to successfully shoot down a Ukrainian MiG-29 at a distance of 213 kilometers. The PL-15 is regarded as one of the most powerful BVR air-to-air missiles in the world, competing with the European MBD Meteor and the American AIM-120D AMRAAM in terms of range and electronic countermeasures capability. It was developed by the China Airborne Missile Academy under the Aviation Industry Corporation of China, AVIC. A key component of Pakistan's air power modernization strategy, the J10C is a 4.5+ generation multi-role fighter built by Chengda Aircraft Industry Corporation for the Pakistan Air Force. Its primary purpose is to counterbalance India's Rafale fleet. The PL-15 missile that successfully engaged the IF Rafale across the line of control during the initial salvos of the India-Pakistan aerial combat was launched by the Pakistani J10C, which is known to have stayed completely within Pakistan's sovereign airspace. In what defense analysts today refer to as the largest air battle in modern history, 125 fighter jets from both air forces reportedly flew in simultaneous combat missions during the early days of the conflict between the two nuclear-armed South Asian foes. Despite both Indian and Pakistani jets staying within their respective airspace and depending on BVR engagements rather than conventional close-range dogfights, the historic aerial battle took place, according to American news network CNN. According to a Pakistani security source cited by CNN, missiles were launched well beyond visual range, and fighter aircraft from both sides engaged each other in airspace separated by up to 160 kilometers. Both sides used ASA, active electronically scanned array, radars, electronic warfare systems, and high-speed BVR missiles in the combat, which was ruled by radar locks and electronic signatures rather than visual sighting. The encounters were primarily long-range precision engagements. Ishaq Dar, the foreign minister of Pakistan, said that early in the conflict, PAF fighters engaged in what he described as the largest aerial confrontation in recorded history with a force of 75 to 80 Indian jets. At a press conference, he declared, "And we successfully downed 5 of those Indian fighter aircraft." The full-range domestic version of the PL-15, which is thought to have a strike envelope of up to 300 kilometers and is typically only used by the Chinese People's Liberation Army Air Force, may have been provided to Pakistan by China, if the 182-kilometer engagement distance is correct. Although the J-20 is reportedly starting to field an even more potent air-to-air missile known as the PL-17, which is thought to have an engagement range of up to 400 kilometers, the PL-15 in domestic form is operationally integrated with sophisticated Chinese fighters like the stealthy 5th-generation J-20 Mighty Dragon. Beijing's well-calculated strategic reaction to the escalating subcontinental tensions, particularly in the wake of the recent Pahalgam, Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir conflict that brought India and Pakistan dangerously close to war, seems to include the delivery of sophisticated missiles to Pakistan. Just a few days earlier, Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar reaffirmed that the PAF's J-10C fighter's PL-15 missile was used to attack all 5 of the IF's downed aircraft, 3 of which were Rafales. The PL-15 was designed for BVR supremacy, meaning its operator could attack first in contested airspace before the opponent detected the launch platform. It could achieve Mach 4+ speeds and was guided by an AESA radar seeker. The PL-15, which was created for maximum lethality in the BVR domain, gives Chinese and now Pakistani fighters a significant strategic advantage that might change the rules of air dominance in Asia. Pakistan's assertion has been supported by numerous Western sources, which greatly increases its battlefield credibility. Senior U.S. officials reportedly informed Reuters that PAF J-10C fighters were responsible for downing at least 2 Indian Air Force jets, supporting the use of PL-15 missiles during the battle. Through the social media platform X, Jim Seato, CNN's chief national security correspondent, also verified that French intelligence had confirmed the loss of at least one IF Rafale during the fight. This would be the first time a Rafale fighter plane has been lost in action in a war anywhere in the world, which would be a blow to the aircraft's hitherto perfect combat record. The Indian government continued to deny that Pakistan's air-to-air missile strikes caused the loss of 5 fighter aircraft, including 3 Rafales, in spite of growing visual and electronic evidence. The Indian Air Force's Air Marshal A.K. Bharti cryptically said, "We are in a wartime scenario. Losses are part of combat." When asked about the whereabouts of the missing Rafales, according to defense observers, that evasive response seems to subtly validate what official pronouncements deny, that India did lose 6 combat aircraft, including its highly valued Rafales. A MiG-29, a Su-30 Mki, and a Mirage 2003 essential parts of India's frontline air defense fleet, were the other 3 aircraft that the PAF shot down. The first 6 of the J-10C fighters now flown by the Pakistan Air Force arrived at Mnhaz Air Base in Camera on March 4, 2022. On March 11, 2022, they were formally commissioned into the No. 15 Cobras Squadron. Many saw this purchase as a strategic reaction to India's introduction of the Rafale, indicating Pakistan's determination to preserve strategic equality in the skies of South Asia. With its state-of-the-art AESA radar, sophisticated electronic warfare suites, and compatibility with long-range munitions like the PL-15, the J-10C, a 4.5+ generation platform, is a highly valuable tool in contemporary air combat. In December 2021, Pakistan first declared its plan to buy 25 J-10C aircraft, with deliveries scheduled for March 23, 2022, Pakistan's Republic Day celebrations. Since then, the nation has increased the number of J-10Cs in its fleet and is in advanced negotiations to purchase up to 60 aircraft altogether. This will greatly strengthen the PAF's long-range air dominance capabilities and deterrence posture in the face of the fast-changing security landscape in the region.